Hey guys, it's Tough Slab here, back with another video, and today I will be showing you guys a tutorial on how to make Railgun P2. So it's pretty similar to Railgun V1. It works off of the same base design. For reference, here was the previous design. It was pretty chopped. I mean, it had a few errors, such as requiring you to manually activate the cannon, overall being a lot more expensive, and only having one wind charge cannon. Barrel Railgun V2 works off of my same base design, although all of the upgrades made to it, such as the automatic activation system, the extra wind charge cannons, and the cheaper cost, are all made by Mind Turley 4. I really hope I pronounced the name right, but I will be putting their channel on screen. This is who made all of the upgrades to my first design, and I would like to show how it is built today. So what you will need, it is relatively compact. What you will need is a a 6 by 8 area. What you will need is a 6 by 8 area, and these are all the materials that you will need. Of course, not everything in here is needed, such as these down here are the various activation systems you can use. That is all customizable. You can do that as your own thing, but for today I will be using a button. You need 22 solid blocks. You don't need white wool. 64 or not 64, but as many temporary blocks as you have. These are temporary. 4 regular pistons, 1 sticky piston, 1 block of redstone, 4 dispensers, 1 slime block, 1 target block, 2 observers, 14 honey blocks, 3 redstone comparators, 11 redstone dust, 2 hoppers, 1 lever, 1 soul sand, 4 oak pressure plates, and 3 full potter blocks, and 1 filler item for the popper clock. You can have either a bow or preferably a bow with power 5, a stack of arrows. Now again, it can be less, but the more arrows you add, it solves some of the accuracy issues that it has. Again, the more arrows that you add, the better, and the more accurate the cannon will be. So a minimum of 64 arrows. These aren't that hard to get. So anyways, let's start to build. Okay, so I'm just going to build it midair like this one to give a better visual. I'm gonna build it midair so that there is a better visual for this cannon. So to make the popper clock, we are going to need 1 redstone right here and 1 redstone right here. Next, add the pistons. 1 piston facing this way, the other facing this way. Block of redstone, 1 block of redstone. You can remove your temporary blocks. Two more solid blocks. You're then going to need 2 redstone. You are then going to need 2 redstone comparators facing this way. These two these two prongs need to be facing that way, and this redstone torch should be facing pinned to the block. This is what it should look like. Then you're gonna need your 2 hoppers. Now, these 2 hoppers need to be facing into each other. Now, we put the pillar block into the hopper to start the redstone clock. Now obviously you don't want this running forever. You want to turn it off at some points. So you can place a lever on top of here to turn it on or off. It doesn't have to be a lever. You can customize that later. But for now, it is a lever. Now, this is what it should look like right now. Next, we are going to build the main system. You can put a temporary block here. Now place a redstone comparator facing this way. The redstone block needs to be able to power it. Next, you're going to want the target block. This comparator faces into this target block. Next, I'm going to grab the rest of these parts out here. You're going to need one of the dispensers to be connected into the target block. All right, now one temporary block, one block. Now the observers. So what you want for this observer, is you want this arrow pointing upward. This arrow pointing upward into this block, which is then pointing into this dispenser. You're going to want to attach a regular piston onto this observer right here and place one line of redstone right here on top of this piston. Next, what you're going to want to do is you need to create a redstone line that goes to the other 2 dispensers. 2 blocks on each side, then 1, 2, 1, 2. You're gonna need exactly 4 blocks in an L shape. You're gonna want to put that there. Now grab whatever temporary block that you have. Grab your dispensers, both facing inwards. Now it should look like this. What we are now going to do is go to the bottom half of this. Now, for the bottom half, what you're going to want to do is place one dispenser right under this target block. A dispenser under this target block. It should look something like this. Once you've placed your dispenser under your target block, you are then going to need to face a forwards facing observer. A forward facing observer just like this. Place your block up here, then one piston. Then place a regular piston over here. Next, sorry about that, but I actually forgot in the materials list, you're gonna need cobwebs. I am pretty sorry about that. This is the first time I've made any video like this. Right, you're gonna need exactly 3 cobwebs, right? 3 cobwebs all facing in front of these dispensers. Now it's time to grab your honey blocks. 1, 2, 3 on these 2. You need 3 honey blocks on these 2 items. Now it is time to make the activation system. So go grab your temporary blocks again, 2 over here. Place this, 2 temporary blocks. Now, grab your sticky piston this time. Place the sticky piston facing downwards, just like this. And for this one, my activation system will be an oak button. Place whatever activation system you want onto it so that it can push down. Now the exact last thing that we have to make is the bubble column where the arrows will be suspended. First you're going to want to add 3 solid blocks up here to act as a platform where you can shoot down your arrows into the bubble column. Next, grab your honey blocks again and then just encircle it like this, exactly like this. A plus pattern right here. You're then gonna add 1 more. So there should be 4 honey blocks right here. Exactly 4 honey blocks. Now, let's go grab soul sand. 1 soul sand down here. Now, the original V1 design had pyron pressure plates, but I realized that was a bit expensive, and any pressure plate that you have on hand would work, the cheapest being wood, of course. So we're gonna need 4 pressure plates on each of these honey blocks, but we don't place the 4th one yet. Now we need to grab our water. We need 3 water source blocks so that the bubble column will work. 1, 2, 3. Now grab your last pressure plate, put it like that so that the water is suspended in the air. And now we're basically done. This is how you make Pharaoh Cannon V2. Now let me tell you how you use it. Alright, so the minimum being 1 stack of wind charges in each dispenser. Wind charges aren't that hard to get. If you kill breezes with a looting 3 sword, you should be able to get stacks of wind charges. Since 1 breeze rod is 4 wind charges. Put 1 into each dispenser. Now we grab our bow. Now, I say having a power 5 bow is a lot better since you'll be doing a lot more damage, but a base bow should work as well. A minimum of 64 arrows. Now, let me show you how you load this thing. First, you're gonna want to shoot into the bubble column. You can shoot as many arrows as possible, with the best minimum amount being 64. Now, turn on the popper clock, and now wind charges will be dispensed, put into a stasis-like state by this piston down here, which is then pushed by this piston. Now, I'm gonna go speed this part up. Alright, now we're done. Now, once all of your wind charges have shot, they should be just floating in the air like this. By the way, this is survival friendly. You can build this in survival and it will work. Now, what we want to do is make all the wind charges explode at once, which is what this activation system is for. Now watch this. Push this button and then the arrows will be shot. And that's how it works. Now, to demonstrate the power of this cannon, let's go see how it works against a person in full protection 4 and 2 totems of undying. And if whoever you want to basically evaporate with this thing, I mean, that's the only word that I can use to describe this, is paranoid enough to wear one piece of projectile pod 4, don't worry. It will still evaporate them. Let me go into survival. Full protection for netherite, by the way, and 2 totems. Let's go see. Yeah, that's pretty powerful. So I hope you enjoy this tutorial. This is the first time I've ever done a video like this. And please, if you enjoy what I'm posting, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you, and bye.